Hello, I'm the indirect function. If you've heard people describe an Excel function as magic, they were probably talking about me. At first glance, I don't appear to do very much. In fact, many Excel users avoid me completely because they don't understand what I actually do. The truth is, I solve one very specific problem. I allow Excel to treat text as a cell reference. That single ability makes dynamic workbooks possible. Why Microsoft created me. A lot of Excel users seem to have a problem understanding what I do. Here we have 12 worksheets: January, February, March, right through to December. Your manager says, at the moment, to get the sales totals for each month, I have to create 12 different formulas. I would like a situation where I could just choose the month from a drop-down list, and up would come the answer. Can you create one report that lets me choose any month from a drop-down list? Well, Microsoft created me so that a formula could change the worksheet name, cell, or range it refers to without having to rewrite the formula itself. In other words, I can do this as I can magically transform text into an actual reference. I allow references to become dynamic. Look at this. By choosing a month from the drop-down, I get the sales totals for that month. One formula, not 12. Let's find out how I did this. But first, my syntax. Fortunately, my syntax is one of the simplest in Excel. Notice something unusual. Instead of giving me a reference, you give me text. For example, cell A1 contains the text H3. If you type indirect A, I don't return the words H3. I go to cell H3 and return whatever value is stored there. That's what makes me different. I convert text into a real Excel reference. Let's explain the drop-down solution now. Here we have 12 worksheets, one for each month. Cell H3 contains a drop-down list where the user selects a month. Let's see exactly what I'm doing. The selected month is stored in cell H3. At the moment, H3 contains the word March. Now look at the formula. The first thing I do is read the text in H3. That gives me the word February. Next comes the ampersand, or ampersand symbol. Its job is simply to join pieces of text together. A very useful and important tool in Excel. It joins the word February with the text exclamation point E2 to E51. Together they become February exclamation point E2 to E51. Does it look familiar? Yes, it's just a run-of-the-mill cell reference to the E2 to E52 range in the worksheet called February. But it isn't just text anymore. Here is the key point. I convert this text into a real Excel reference. In other words, I tell Excel, go to the February worksheet and use cells E2 to E51. Once I've created that reference, my job is finished. The sum function then adds all the values in that range. Now watch what happens. Change February to January. I immediately create a new reference. January.E2 to E51. The sum function now totals the January figures instead. The formula never changes. Only the worksheet reference changes. That's the real power of the indirect function. It allows a formula to build its reference dynamically from text. Unfortunately, I am a function that attracts a lot of mistakes. The most common mistake is forgetting that I work with text. If the text doesn't exactly match the worksheet or range name, I'll return a #ref. Error. Another common mistake is renaming worksheets. If the worksheet name changes, the text used inside my formula must change as well. Many users also forget that I am a volatile function. That means I recalculate whenever almost anything changes in the workbook. In small workbooks, you'll never notice. In very large models containing thousands of indirect formulas, performance can slow down. Finally, don't use me simply because you can. If a direct reference will do the job, keep the formula simple. Use me only when you genuinely need a dynamic reference.
Whether you're looking to improve your own Excel skills or train an entire team, we've built a practical course for real-world Excel users. Our 6-level online program takes learners from beginner to advanced and now includes using Excel with AI, ensuring every skill level is covered. For businesses and universities, we support groups from 3 users to over 1,000. Managers can track progress, monitor results, and see team performance in real time. Course levels include online exams, and learners who achieve 75% receive an automatically generated CPD-certified Excel certificate. Individual and corporate group licenses available. Learn Excel. Work faster.